One of the problems I have with Commander, as like a concept, is that I'm expected to do anything other than ramping. Like, I'm somehow not supposed to play 60 lands and 40 ramp spells and call that a deck. And frankly, I think that's some bullshit. What do you mean I need removal and card draw and a way to end the game? Thankfully, Wizards heard my cries of agony and printed a new commander that makes it so I can spend the entire game doing lands nonsense without ever needing to worry about anything else. Tannuk, Memorial Ensign, is a 3-mana Gruul 2/4 Kavu pilot. He has a landfall ability that deals 1 damage to each opponent, and if we trigger it for the second time each turn, we also draw a card. Tannuk is a crazy powerful commander that turns all of our fetch lands and ramping into damage and card draw. We really don't need to do much other than to continue slamming lands into play, and eventually our opponents will get pinged down by Tannuk. Now, I'm doing something a bit unusual today. I want to really showcase what Tannuk can do, and I want to push his power level as far as possible, which is why I built the deck I'll be playing today without any budget considerations. I did also make a €50 budget version of it. You can find that on my Patreon if you're interested, but for this deck right now, I'm comfortably looking at least 10 times that. It's also definitely a bracket 4 deck, with a multitude of game changes and a very streamlined and aggressive game plan that includes some cards that really shouldn't be played anywhere in the lower brackets, like Sol Ring maybe. Tannuk wants us to have at least 2 lands enter each turn, rewarding us with card draw if we do so. The easiest way of accomplishing this is through fetch lands. We can have a fetch land enter, ping once with Tannuk, then crack it to get another landfall trigger and draw a card. Using fetch lands, we don't even need to ramp to guarantee our card draw, and if we can store up a couple of them, then we can trigger Tannuk even during our opponent's turns. Archdruid's Charm and Crop Rotation also go a long way here, letting us search out fetch lands at instant speed. Because of that, we play a ton of fetch lands. As for the rest of our mana base, it's made up of basics, some dual lands, a broken card, and a good bit of utility. Since we're playing instant speed non-basic land tutors, I also included Talon Gates of Madara as difficult to interrupt interaction, and since we're in bracket 4, I didn't feel bad for playing Glacial Chasm to stonewall a large variety of decks. Fetch lands are also core to our ramp engine, which is centered around recurring and replaying them multiple times each turn. For example, Azusa Lost But Seeking gives us 2 additional land drops, and Crucible of Worlds lets us play lands out of our graveyard. Pair these with a fetch land and we're searching 3 lands out of our deck every turn. Add Tannuk, who also synergizes with this fetch land centered game plan, and we're grabbing 3 lands, pinging everybody for 6 damage and drawing a card. A fairly significant portion of our deck is dedicated to try and get some version of this loop set up quickly, with multiple redundant pieces like Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Oracle of Moldaya, Walking Closet, and Ramunap Excavator. Or literally just Ice Tail Explorer by itself. On top of that, we also play some regular ramp cards. I'm never one to say no to Free Visits, Rampant Growth, and Cultivate, but the real standout options here are the instant speed sack a land, grab 2 land options, Entish Restoration, Harrow, and Roiling Regrowth. They let us trigger Tannuk on our opponent's turn to grab an additional card draw, and they fill up our graveyard with lands for some of our other plans. Killing our opponents by pinging them for 2 damage a turn won't be enough. To be a proper bracket 4 deck, we need to be able to have massively explosive turns that end the game. That's where mass land reanimation comes into play. With some setup, we can sacrifice all of our lands and then play a card like Aftermath Analyst, Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, or Splendid Reclamation to return them all to the battlefield. This will result in a huge number of Tannuk triggers all at once, and should often be enough to finish the game. To accomplish this, we play 2 possible lines. We can do either the usual and just use Suranor to sacrifice our lands away, or we hit them with a Decree of Annihilation. That's right, this is a mass land destruction deck. Decree of Annihilation, Jockle Hopes, thoughts of ruin, boom, bust, and impending disaster. These cards will get rid of all lands on the battlefield, which is genuinely a win condition by itself. Most other decks won't be playing our density of lands, ramp and recursion, which means that if we ever hit them with MLD, they won't be able to rebuild anywhere near as quickly as we can. But of course, we can also follow up our MLD with a mass land reanimation to bring back everything we lost and instantly win the game. Fun fact: Tannuk is land's Vivi. Maybe not quite as strong, but check this out. Keen Sense and Snake Umbra are both auras that make it so that whenever the enchanted creature deals damage, we draw a card. Play a land, ping everybody, draw 3 cards. Do it again, draw 4. Sticking one of these onto our boy gives us near infinite resources. We're gonna draw so many cards that it's genuinely a bit of a worry if we might deck ourselves. But that should be manageable since we play a healthy amount of instant speed removal and other interaction. The rest of the deck then are just some great green land value pieces. Tireless Provisioner, Rydia, Summoner of Mist, Fecund Green Shell, Springheart Nantuko, and my favorite baby boy, 6. Everybody is invited. This deck is incredibly scary. While MLD may seem like a bit of a meme, these cards will legitimately end the game on the spot if we manage to position ourselves properly. Tannuk just provides so much value for playing a greedy game plan that he enables the deck to relentlessly push forward while applying constant incremental pressure that quickly sets up game-winning board states. And we get to do that while just spamming ramp, which means getting rid of Tannuk is no easy task. We can always just recast him with our abundance of mana. I love Tannuk. He was a great character in the story of Edge of Eternities, and I'm very excited to see that he got an incredibly powerful card. If you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please check out my Patreon to support me directly. Over there you can also find this deck list and all of the other previous ones. And I think that's enough. It's now time to go into some Bracket 4 games on MTGO and show you what Tannuk can really do. Okay, what do we have? Lumbra is fun, but I think this is probably too slow. We've got Ureni, Torbrax, and the Jolly Balloon Man. That one scares me. Okay, let's mulligan this. We've got Glacial Chasm, which is unfortunately not a very playable card right now, but that's okay. But we can go Land Elf, Land Tannuk, Fetch Land, Roiling Reek. There's actually there's a lot going on there. We're talking about punishing people for leaving on MTGO because people leave on MTGO all the time. It is really annoying because they don't necessarily even do it at moments where it makes sense, right? If you're fucking dead, okay, whatever, leave, right? Or if you're literally not drawing any lands, okay, whatever. I kind of get it. It's still annoying, but I get it, right? The problem is that people will leave at the most random moments. Earlier, there was an elf player who had by far the biggest board and just survived the board wipe. And then just left. And it's well, I can't record that anymore, can I? I'm a little bit annoyed. So I said, what should happen to leave us on MTGO? I just wish that when they get up in the morning, they stub their toe, right? I wish that MTGO calls their mum and shames them. I wish that Richard Garfield goes into their apartment and turns up the heating ever so slightly so that it's just mildly uncomfortable and they're never quite sure whether or not they should wear a sweater. That's what I think should happen. Because of course I don't want anything too drastic. If anything too drastic happens, then it gets really difficult to play, right? Am I allowed to leave? Am I not allowed to leave? Sometimes you do actually, it's fine to leave a game. Okay. Anyways. Ooh, Azusa. But I think Tannuk still makes more sense. Let's just kind of get our boy online. Get that draw engine in there. Soul Ring is a little spooky. I got an Archdruid's Charm to get rid of it, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that's a great idea here. Oh, I like this card. The Beanstalk Giant. It's just a very cool card. I also it's an untapped land, which is actually super nice. So we've got a Boseiju. We could Boseiju away the Soul Ring, but that seems a little bit pointless. Right, let's play the theater, sacrifice the theater. Right, we've got Tannuk. Tannuk is gonna ping a little bit. Then we sacrifice the theater. We grab ourselves another mountain. Mountain enters, Tannuk pings again, we draw a card. Zenith. What does Zenith do? Zenith is interesting. It lets us get the guide, lets us play cards from the graveyard. We'll be fine to do that next turn. So we're chilling. Rhystic Study. Do I care that much about the study? A little bit, I guess. Do I think the other players are gonna behave responsibly? No, right? Like, not for one goddamn second do I think that. I'm just gonna get rid of it. We are now short on mana, potentially. Panharmonicon. Okay, so that is also a scary card. Yeah, see, this is the problem, right? Like, I always say you shouldn't be using your removal too aggressively. And the thing is that, like, with a Rhystic Study, if this was real life, I would just yell at everybody at the table that, like, just play around the fucking Rhystic Study, right? Like, just play around it. I can't do that here. Oh, we're good. Never punished. Ping. Green Suns for X equals 4. I mean, I think we get the Ice Till. Could also get World Shaper, which is actually kind of an interesting idea, but I think we definitely could just grab the Ice Till. I just replay the theater. Hey, it's an HP, right? We'll take the HP. We're milling a little bit. Like, it's fine. Ice Till Explorer is just such a broken card. So if our board somehow survives, and like, here's the thing, it's not actually that unreasonable because we have 2/2/4s. They just kind of tank Rennie shots. So if the board somehow survives, we can go Azusa and just start looping. Like, then people are gonna be taking some serious damage. I think I have done 15 damage with the nuke so far. Gaia's Cradle. Oh, that's not good. Yep. Okay, dragon coming in. Dragon! No dragon. Huh? It's just a generic landfall deck? So next turn, we can keep Archdruid's Charm open to fetch out the Talon Gates of Madara to protect whichever one of our creatures gets targeted. Because again, I assume not all of them will, but some will. And honestly, I might just play the Glacial Chasm next turn. Time to do stuff. We're gonna mill our entire deck into the graveyard. Alright, Azusa, Lost But Seeking. Let's do Verdant Catacombs. Let's fetch really quick. Get a forest. Draw a card. I want to draw first before milling. Okay, Tannuk is just gonna keep pinging. Do I play the Glacial Chasm here? I think I Rampant Growth, and then I play the Glacial Chasm. Okay, this enters. Yes, I would like to sacrifice Mountain, I think. And that's the turn. So we have a little bit of mana. And the Archdruid's Charm, like, so we are immune to damage right now, and the Archdruid's Charm can be used to protect the Ice Till Explorer, which is really the only creature we need. I can also use Archdruid's Charm to fetch out a creature, by the way. All right, there's Oreni. It's just not a big Oreni. It's like, what, 6 damage? Whatever. Right? Like, whatever. I would probably take down Azusa and the Ice Till Explorer. Tannuk! I think I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, all we're doing is ramping, so, like, we can afford it. Like, it's okay. It's not a problem. If I don't use Archdruid's Charm to protect the creature, what am I using it for? I'm gonna fetch out a creature. I am almost certain that 6 goes infinite in some capacity. And I am trying to figure it out. He gotta. That's what he does. That's what the boy does. He goes infinite. I don't have bounce lands. No, 6 actually can't go infinite. I think Rydia is the best creature we can get. And because Rydia is the best creature we can get, I probably shouldn't be getting a creature. All right, big board. Smack each other. Why not? You can do that all day. Doesn't bother me one bit. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life, if you don't mind. Tannuk! Bring him back! And Catacombs. We'll ping him all down again. Continue milling our entire goddamn deck. I'm gonna need some way to, like, finish things soon, but that's alright. Is Cultivate good here? I mean, good is a strong word, probably. I mean, this is all fine. Like, honestly, filling up the graveyard is good. Talon Gates! Oh, that's actually bad. Ooh, that was the one card I didn't want to mill. So we are basically out of lands. Did I geniusly maneuver myself into a position where I can't use Vandal Blast because I don't have any red mana? I mean, sometimes I baffle myself with my brilliance. Helix Pinnacle. Hold on. This has me slightly concerned. Nope. That's a concession. I mean, if you ain't got nothing to deal with the Glacial Chasm, then I guess that's fair. Alright, so we just need to deal, what, 15 damage here? That seems pretty easy. Very achievable. Lightning Helix. Sure. Honestly, Azusa has kind of done her job. Like, we're past the point where I care about Azusa. We're making a copy of a ghost, then a whole bunch of spirits. Sure, hit him. Although Rennie can just block those for free. There we go. Alright, let's see if this Archdruid's Charm resolves. If it does, game's pretty much over. If it doesn't, Game's probably still over, but... Oh, seems like it is. Let's get Lumbra. And I think I'm not taking any chances. I'll just keep the Glacial Chasm on the board. I'll just pay for it again. Prevent all damage that black and or red sources will deal to creatures you control this turn. Okay. Snake Umbra. I would draw my entire deck. Oh, this is a May. You're right. All right. Let's do it. I don't know if I have any more basics. We're about to find out. I don't think so. Oh, we've got one mountain. Let's go. All right, Tannuk. I would like to draw a card. Yes, of course I would like to draw a card. Return the favor. Does that do anything? I'm going to draw another set of cards. Let's do that first. Oh man, just more lands. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to go for it. I can Lumbra and then copy the Lumbra effect. I think that works actually. Wait, hold on. Hold control. Let Lumbra resolve. I hope it doesn't get countered, then I don't have to use... Ah, fuck. Ah, I gotta use Return the Favor. Alright, okay. Never mind. I thought I could, like... Here was my plan. Cast Lumbra. Copy the Lumbra ability. But then the first Lumbra resolves. All of my fetch lands come back. I crack them all. They go back into the graveyard. And then... I get them. You know? Get in there, you big grumpy bear. We mill 4. And then all of our lands come back. I don't think it's quite enough. Alright, I gotta put a million triggers on the stack really quick. Give me one moment. Ah, nope, that's a concede. That's fair. Alright, we got him. I mean, is it enough? Wait, I gotta count really quick. Quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It would have been enough. They were dead. Alright, Tannuk! Didn't even need to MLD them. Didn't even need to do it. Alright, that was a ton of fun, but we didn't get to do any MLD stuff. So, I went and recorded a second game for you, but we're gonna cut through it a little bit quicker. It's gonna be short so we get to the spicy stuff at the end. I hope you enjoy. I mean, Tannuk is just such a monster, right? That kills Tazigor, which is actually great, because Tazigor was the only player I was worried about having some sort of interaction. Oh, we've got World Shaper, which is also a fun way of doing it, actually. All right, Jockle Hops. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, what does the chat say? GG. Chat just says GG. I mean, it's over, right? Like, it's just, they can't even snuff out Tannuk anymore. Like, it's just, there's nothing left. There, what free spell could there be? You have a vampire. I mean, that's just fantastic. Also, guys, the internet always tells me that the correct thing to do against a land deck, against a ramp deck, is to play MLD. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily correct. Yes, enter untapped. Thank you. Thank you. Everything enters untapped. There we go. I've got a handful of triggers. Yeah, that's a concession over there. Doesn't really matter. They're just gonna... And this guy is also disconnected. I guess we can just kind of play a little bit, you know, do the thing a little bit. Let's just play Azusa, I guess. I'm just trying to kill them now. Like, I get that they're not even here, but let me kill them, all right? Let me kill them. So all of these come in here. Tannuk will trigger 4 more times. And we grab ourselves some more lands. Tannuk will trigger again. Bring Heartnut Tuko onto the bear. Now I would like to pay 2 mana for this. Man, I like land shenanigans. Land shenanigans are just beautiful, aren't they? Oh man, and that's it. Like, this is not infinite, but it does kill people. And we got him. Tannuk! He's crazy good, isn't he? I don't know. I love this card. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Would definitely appreciate that. And don't forget to go to my Patreon, where you can find this deck list as well as a €50 budget version of it. It's mean. It's a mean deck. But yeah, that can be fun too, right? I mean, how often do you get to play MLD? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.